Hi guys, how you doing? Right, if you've seen the video I did about the meetup that we had last weekend, you will have seen that we did manage to get out to a couple of boot sales on the Saturday. So I thought I'd do, while I've got the stock here and it's out and about, I'll quickly do a haul video. Did pretty well, mainly all from one stall. We went over to the Baldock one that I go to on Saturday sometimes. Kind of middle of nowhere in the middle of a field. Wandering around there, I only picked up a couple of bits. And then I came across a stall that was absolutely mobbed. I couldn't even get to the table. I could barely see what was on the table. And I just thought, I'm just going to leave it, let them fight over it, and I'll go off and come back later. So I wandered off for 5 minutes, came back, and it had all calmed down. Now, what was left was really good stuff. So God only knows what the guys that were going mad at the beginning managed to pick up. But yeah, it was, I got talking to the lady, and Tom was with me, and he got chatting with her as well, and we established that her husband used to have an electronics store. Something like a Dixon's, I guess, by the look of this. I actually said to the woman, well, you'll see why in a minute, have you raided a Dixon's, or did you raid a Dixon's back in the 90s? But anyway, both Tom and I did really well out of that stall and got loads of stuff. Most of what I concentrated on was sealed media. So yeah, I'll start there and show you what I picked up. There's these, I've just been looking at these. These are Sony, I think it's obsolete sort of format really. 230 megabyte magneto optical discs. I've got 2 boxes of these. I've just opened them up because one was open anyway. But yeah, I'm going to do these. There's some good money in these. What I've got there, I'm going to do it £40 on eBay. Can't find the exact thing on Amazon. There are similar ones, but not quite the same. And this stuff worked out. Most of the media stuff and this sort of thing that I'll show you in a minute worked out. She was asking about £1 each, and then I did bundles, so it worked out a bit less. So I was paying less than £1 on most things, and even less on some other. So yeah, there was those. I've got 2 packs of those. As you see, I'm going to sell those as a bundle. A couple of these Dyson attachments. These are already listed on Amazon. Well, they're going into a shipment. They're average about sort of £12 sort of mark. So they were pretty cool. Right, and then with these. These are the only thing I paid more for. I paid £2 a box on these. This is brand new old stock. This is a camcorder bag. You can see the original price on there, $76.99. I haven't looked into this. I think on the day Zahir was down as well, and Tom, and they were sort of looking some of this stuff up. Yeah, should do pretty well on that. Can't remember the numbers right now. And this one is even better. This is really proper vintage. It's like the sports stuff, so it's like bright yellow. Let me quickly show you. They did a Walkman like this in a bright yellow colour, and they are really sought after. And what this is a hard case for the Handycam, but it's also in the bright yellow sports colour. I don't know if you can see in there too well. Really nice thing. Not sure where I'm going to pitch it yet. Probably at least 50 quid I'll ask for that. May go higher. There can't be too many of these around that are brand new in the box. The box is a little bit bashed. It's got a little bit of pen on it. But for 2 quid, they were fantastic. Right, let me just grab this big box. And then there was just loads and loads of different media stuff. I was looking into these earlier. These are, I think, again, an obsolete data format. These little QW tapes. These aren't that great. I can't see, well, I found a few on eBay that are finished. I'm probably going to do those as a job lot. I'll still make good money on them, but they're not as good as some of the other stuff. These are a bit better. I think these might be the ones that are for camcorders. Not camcorders, sorry, security cams. Yeah, they're pretty good. I've got a few boxes of those. She had a random cardboard box which had loads of these in. Now you can't really see on that one. Here you go, this one's better. It's a Kenwood dough hook. and these are all brand new old stock. I think I ended up with about 10 of them. I think this was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, I've got 9, and I paid £4 for the box. But there was also a really vintage Kenwood sausage filler attachment. And in the bottom of the box there's a load of Hoover belts, which have a value, so they were pretty cool. And then loads and loads of this sort of stuff. I've talked about these before. These are camcorder tapes, like videotapes. These are mini DV ones, so digital video. You can see the original price on there at £14. I did scan a few of these bits into Amazon. I can't remember which ones were good on there, which ones weren't. I think these are, I'm going to send into Amazon, but they were good just as well on eBay. So there's box after box of these, all brand new old stock. Random head cleaners again for camcorders. Boxes and boxes of these obsolete data tapes, which I think will be bundled. And again, these ones, box after box of these. And then loads of, these are, now what are these? Camcorder tapes again, I think. I'm not sure, it just says Sony PAL 8, so I assume they're Video 8 tapes for camcorders. I've got a few of those packs, and then there must be 20 or more of this sort of thing. Yeah, these ones are Video 8, and again you can see the original price sticker still on it of 20. It's probably about that in value still, to be honest. So don't know, can't remember. I have looked into some of these, but I've got so much stuff. So there's piles and piles of those all sealed up in packs. And these ones, which are slightly different, but I think they're Video 8 again. Yeah, Video 8 90s. Piles and piles and piles of these. And yeah, they worked out just under £1 each. So there's a lot of profit in that. Another one of those packs. And then more different, slightly different formats, Digital 8, camcorder tapes. A couple of boxes of those. Running out of space to put stuff. More of these ones. And it goes on and on. So yeah, that was most of what I got from there, was this sealed media stuff. But there's so much money in that. And then there's more. A load of these, which are digital video, like the mini format ones. So a nice little double pack on a card sleeve. 4 of those. Oh no, 5 of those. And these, which are micro MV, high density digital video recording. Again, so another slightly different format of video cassette. 3 in a pack, and I've got 3 of those. So yeah, that was all off the one stall. And like I say, Tom had just as much stuff as well. Tom managed to get some of the hardware, some really interesting hardware. And apparently the lady has more stuff, and she's going back next week. So I'm going to go down on Saturday again next week and hopefully get another load. Right, so I'm going to put all this away, grab the other boxes, and quickly show you what else I got. Okay, what I've decided is I'm going to chop this into 2 parts. So I'm going to leave that there. So this video is going to be basically that one big pickup from that stall. It's unusual to find that much brand new sealed media stock. It was mad, and it was a real feeding frenzy. Even by the time I'd come back to the stall and the madness that it was first thing had calmed down, it was still just crazy. There was Tom and I at the same time just trying to get in our heads what was worth picking up and what wasn't. We were both making stacks of stuff, and the woman was just running around like a headless chicken. She really was. But yeah, we both did really well, and hopefully, fingers crossed, you'll be there again next Saturday and I'll get a load more. But anyway, yes, what I will do, I will wrap this one up now, and the rest of the haul, so toys, games, all of that. I got a nice pickup of Sylvanian families and a nice pickup of wrestling figures as well, which was cool. So that lot I will show you in the next video. So thanks for watching, guys. Please give it a thumbs up and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.